आपादमौलिपर्यन्तां गुरूणामाकृतिं स्मरेति न विघ्नप्रणश्यन्ति सिद्धन्ति च मनोरथः लक्ष्मीतनोतु नितरामितरानपीक्षमङ्घ्रिद्वयं निगमशाकिशिखाप्रवालं हैरम्बमम्बुरुहडम्बरचौर्यनिघ्नं विघ्नाद्रिभेदशतधारधुरन्धरन् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः सर्वेषां स्वागतम्. So we are going entering the main text of Sri Rama Gita, that is Upadesha from Sri Rama. This is the Bhāvārtha session for the 7th verse of Sri Rama Gita. So until now we have seen that what happened in the first two verses was, the first verse was that Mahadeva saying that after Sita's exile, Rama returned to his obligatory duties and he started living like a Rajarshi. Then we see that agitated mind of Lakshmana, and to give him that jnana, Rama keeps telling him stories of different Puratana Rajas, and then finally he finds an opportune moment where he wanted to ask particular questions, and that he zeroes it down to two particular questions. And first he speaks about the greatness of Rama, Tvam Shuddha Bodhosi Hi Mahamate. So he finally has reached a stage where he is asking the question that he wants to, that is two things. One is Bhavapavargaha, how to cultivate detachment from Bhavasagara, and then the second one is with respect to how to get rid of ignorance, how to make our mind less ignorant, or how to train our mind not to be ignorant. All right. So now after that, what happened? The sixth one was Rama heard everything that Lakshmana had to say. After that, so that the agitation, the vrittis of Lakshmana's mind, whatever he questions he is facing, that is removed. That can be prashantaye, shamana of that. For that, Shiripala Bhushana, that is Rama, started his Upadesha. Shri Ramachandra Uvacha Adau Swavarnashramavernitah Kriyah Kritva Samasadita Shuddhamanasah Samapya Tat Purvamupatta Sadhanah Samashrayet Sadgurumatmalabdhaye. Shri Ramachandra Uvacha Adau Swavarnashramavernitah Kriyah Kritva Samasadita Shuddhamanasah Samapya Tat Purvamupatta Sadhanah Samashrayet Sadgurumatmalabdhaye. So Rama has now started his Upadesha. So first he's addressing the first question, that is Bhavapavarga, how to get away from Bhavasagara, attachments of Bhavasagara. Adau Swavarnashrama Varnitah Kriyaha. So we have in our ancient, in Sanatana Dharma, we have Varnashramas, Varna and Ashramas. There are two different concepts. Varnas are as per whatever vrittis we have taken. We saw Dvija in one of the verses, that is the second verse. Dvija is somebody who has selected which path of conscious effort that he wants to put in. That is, does he want to attain jnana? Does he want to attain prosperity? Does he want to attain bhumi? Does he want to get into kaya? That is Kaya Dandana, are what Kshatriyas do. That means they exercise, they punish their body so that they can build. So that is one thing. Brahmanas go for jnana, jnanarjana. So they study the Vedas, Adhyayana, all those things. Then you have the Vaishyas who get involved in dhanarjana. That means all kinds of sampattis. And a person who has not decided which way to go. That means he has not decided how to progress. Because these varnas are not based on birth. It is based on guna karma vibhaga. It comes in Srimad Bhagavad Gita also. Chaturvarnyam Maya, this is Krishna saying, Chaturvarnyam Maya system Gunakarma Vibhagashah. So he has made the Vargas within a society so that it becomes easier for people with the same guna and people who do the same karma to get into a certain category, which is nothing but social order. Why it went into caste discrimination, we have no idea about that, and it is all history that is not considering. But as far as the Shastras are concerned, this was with respect to social order. That is the reason it comes under Dharma Shastras. So this is important. Why it is important? Because for an administration, it is extremely important to have different category of people so that you can pay attention to them in a certain manner. Like for example, the Brahmanas, the Kavis, etc. Those people need patronage. You need to give them, because there is no they are not going after money, they are not going after wealth. So whatever is the patronage you get, the kings give them, that only is what they are going to live their life through. If they get into earning a livelihood through other means, then their whole concentration or focus on getting the true gnana is lost. Scholars, Brahmanas do not necessarily mean only those people who are in the temples. No, scholars, kavis, everybody comes under this category. That is the reason there used to be a council in olden times. If we look at the kings, there would be a council of kavis. There would be Asthana kavis in every king's court. So like that. Next, we have the Vaniks. Vaniks, Kshatriyas also come. Kshatriyas are basically the kings themselves, and they need a lot more than the other two Vargas, because they come under direct patronage of the king. The reason is being they are involved in the defense of the territory. Therefore, they need to be taken care of. That means their food, their training, everything must be taken care of by the king himself. So special attention must be given to the Kshatriyas. And then Vanik, or Vaishyas, because they are looking at Dhanarjana, they do not require direct help from the king. Rather, they need different kind of help. What is the different kind of help? Not in cash, kind help. So what do they need it? Like infrastructure, providing a marketplace, etc., etc. So because traders used to they used to go around, as in they used to wander for trading, from one city to another city, from one port to another port. They used to wander for trading and different for business purposes. So they needed support from the king and the kingdom through development of infrastructure. So there are different categories of people within a society, and different categories of people need different kind of help. What do the Shudras need? They need to be taken care of. They need to be taken care of. These three people have already specified that we want to do this. Shudras have not specified what they want to do or which path that they need to take up. So for them, karma yoga is the biggest, nishkama karma. So their karma yoga does not get restricted to either Brahma Vidya or Kshatriya Vidya, or with respect to Vanik Vidya. They get involved in everything. So they need to be taken care of specifically, but it is not alms. For a Brahmana, you give alms. For a Kshatriya, you give a salary. For a Vanik, you give something in kind. I said it's not direct cash or anything like that. For that person, you give facilities. But for Shudras, you have to take care of all three. They do not, their livelihood, because they are in service. So therefore, their service means if their service is lent to any of the three varnas, so therefore they need to be specifically taken care of. They need to be specifically taken care of in which way? That means their livelihood must be built, and they should also get a higher purpose. That means their education wise, their progression wise, everything must be taken care of by a king itself. So most of the kings, they usually focus on these four classes based on their guna and karma, not by birth. So here swa is self, varna, then ashrama. Ashrama, because now we spoke about the sadhana chatushtaya. When we spoke about the sadhana chatushtaya, we spoke about something called as vairagya. When we talk about vairagya, what did we say? Vairagya is when I have non-negotiable determined goal. This itself is my target. I'm not going to get disturbed with any other compensatory things that come in. I cannot compensate with my, or I cannot compromise with whatever is my goal, ultimate goal. So in this sense, what happens is detachment must be extremely high for Vairagya. How is that possible? Here we have the ancient system of ashramas. There are four ashramas. That is, we have the Brahmacharya ashrama, then we have the Grihastha ashrama, then Vanaprastha ashrama, and then we have Sannyasa ashrama. So in this, ashrama dharma says that a person who is within the age of 0 to 25 must focus only on Brahmacharya ashrama. So what is Brahmacharya ashrama? Focusing on learning as a student. Either you are learning Brahma Vidya or Shastra Vidya or the Vanik Vidya, whatever you are doing, first 25 years must be focused only on learning it. There, you are not capable. One is not eligible to do the protection part. That is, when we talk about dharma, the purusharthas, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Dharma is the ultimate goal, and therefore people believe that we should start protecting dharma. We cannot protect dharma until and unless we know what dharma is. As per my category, as per my work, and as my place in the society, I have very specific dharma. I need to first realize what that is. I cannot start protecting dharma unless and until I do my vidyabhyasa and learn what it means. So therefore, the first 25 years was simply learn what dharma is as per your scriptures. Then whatever has been learned must be put to use. That means if I've learned Brahma Vidya, I should put it to use as a Brahmin. If I've learned Kshatriya Vidya, then I have to put it into use as a Kshatriya. If I've learned Vanik Vidya, then I have to start trading. If I've become a Shudra and I am only focusing on karma, then Nishkama Karma must be my application. So between the age of 26 to 50, that is Grihastha Ashrama, whatever I have learned will be put into use. And during that point of time, I also build a livelihood. This includes a family and etc., 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 whatever that accompanies with it. So here, whatever we are adding to that particular ashrama, that becomes the main aim of that period. That means learning becomes the key objective of Brahmacharya ashrama. Earning a livelihood becomes, from whatever I've learned, becomes the key aim for Grihastha taking care of family, etc., 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 etc. Then Vanaprastha ashrama is the intermediate period where I have to start detaching myself from the manifested realities. Why I say this, I would have worked 25 years between the ages of 26 to 50. I would have worked 25 years earning to build a home, to build a family. Then that aham bhava comes into picture, the egoism comes into picture. I need to get detached from that. It's not possible to immediately detach myself from that. So now what am I going to do? Vanaprastha ashrama, Vanaprastha. I'm going to the Vana, where nothing is built by me, nothing is owned by me. It is the Prakriti. I am living over there. By living in a vana, I realize that the Prakriti is taking care of me even though I am not doing anything over there, even though I don't own it. So the nature itself is benevolent. I don't own anything. So the egoism reduces and therefore attachment can be reduced. We haven't seen a relative in a long time. We don't get attached so much suddenly when we see them, right? So staying away from your manifested connections, things, it increases your detachment. Then we start something called as sannyas ashram. So here Rama is saying you first, Adav first, Swavarnashrama varnita kriyaha. Whatever each and every ashrama and varna, there is a certain kriya that has been defined. That we have to finish. Suddenly I cannot become a saint. I have people who are depending on me. I have people who expect something out of me, be it the society, be it my relatives, be it my parents. I cannot ignore them and suddenly say, I'm going to take sannyas, I'm going to take a diksha. No. I have to first finish whatever is required of me because the society has also invested in me. First, I have to finish that. Then, kritva samasadita shuddha manasaha. Samasa, again here also. Asadita. Sama asadita shuddha manasaha. Manasaha manas. Shuddha manasaha. When we have gone through all these stages, that is the varna, ashrama, varnita, kriya, after doing all those things, I get purified. That means whatever is the premature emotions that I have, urges I have, because I have already completed them, my mind becomes clear. There is also there's a film also like this based on this kind of thing, Tamil film, where the hero is suddenly endowed where he has received a inheritance of around 3,000 crores. To get the 3,000 crores, he has to spend some 300 crores within a month, like that. So what happens? Indulgence over indulgence actually brings about a realization that that is not the ultimate truth. So that is the reason here Rama is saying that first you complete the karyas, complete the kriyas that has been asked of you. Indulge in it. There's also the Jew part, tradition also lies in this. There is something called as Ramspringa, where the Jews, after the kids grow up, they are allowed to go in the world, experience the world. Then, when they experience the world, then they are given the option to induct to the to that society. Is it Jews or Amish? I think, or not the Jews. Sorry, it is Amish. So that is one society. So like that, here Rama is also saying whatever is the Varna saying, whatever is the Ashrama Dharma saying, first finish those finish those kriyas. That is expected of you. After you do that, then what you have to do through those kriyas, you need to purify your manas. The chitta vrittis must get reduced. Fluctuations of mind. The chanchalatva of manas must go, must be gotten rid of. That is samasa asadita shuddha manasaha. Okay. So after that, then what am I going to do? Then what should you do? Samapya tatpurvam upatta sadhanaha. Samapya, after that, after completing all those earlier karmas, I have to now give them up. Samapya, after finishing everything, kritva, was there, right? Samapya, tat purvam upatta sadhanaha. So, upatta sadhanaha is getting the necessary qualities that is required for the next step. What are the required qualities? Now, it is my time to go on a quest for the true knowledge. That is the knowledge of Brahman. So now what are the qualities that I require? I require certain qualities to become a good student. That is something like um, the sadhana chatushtaya, those things. Earning the first, I have completed my work. That is whatever was expected of me, I have completed it. Now I need to learn, let us say, playing a guitar. For that, I need certain knowledge, right? I need certain eligibility. What is that? Some swara gnana I need. I need to know how to hold a guitar. I need to understand what each note is in that guitar. So these are some eligibility you need to get. So as a Shishya also, one has to get some kind of eligibility. So that is given in different texts also, what kind of um, eligibility is required. In Upadesha Sahasri, it is given as Prashanta Chittaya Jitendriyaya cha Prahina Doshaya Yathokta Karine Gunanvitayanu Gataya Sarvada Pradeyametat Satatam Mumukshave, which means a person who has tranquility of mind, Prashanta Chittaya, and then Jitendriyaya cha, that means one who has won over his sensual urges, then who is free from faults, that means who doesn't intentionally make mistakes, who is aware, who is pragna, okay, then who performs his karyas, that is naimittika, nitya karma, all those things that properly he performs, then who is endowed with virtues. Virtues are the sadhana chatushtaya itself, viveka, vairagya, all those, and then who has given up himself to the guru, that is guru sharanagati. Then Anugataya Sarvada, that is Anugataya Sarvada, who always listens to what the Guru says. Then the one who is always taught the Atma Vidya is taught to such kind of a person. So there are qualifications that we need to get before we start learning also. Basically, if I want to learn, let us say literature, I need to know English, or I need to know whichever literature, Sahitya, if I'm saying I need to know that language. Without having the preliminary qualifications, I cannot complete my Vidyabhyasa, or I cannot achieve my aim of learning. So, keeping that in mind, here Rama is saying first you finish whatever is required of you from Swavarnashrama, Varnita Kriyaha. Then after doing that, by doing that only, doing the karyas, try to build a steadiness of mind. Okay. Shuddha Manasaha, that means get rid of the chanchalatva of mind. Then what you do, give up the Purva Varna, Tat Purvam, whatever you did, that means with respect to the Varnashrama, Varnita Kriyaha, give them up. After you finish them, you give them up. Then Upatta Sadhanaha, by giving them up, I earn the eligibility after that. Upatta Sadhanaha, then find a Sadguru, that is Samashrayet Sadgurum Atma Labdhaye, Sadgurum Atma Labdhaye. That means find at, then after you give up all these Purva Varna Kriyas, and then get the eligibility, then surrender yourself to the teacher, to a Sadguru. Samashrayet. Go and take the ashraya of a Sadguru. Then you will get Atma Labdhaye. Then you will get the Atma Bodha. This is the first verse of Upadesha from Sri Rama. With this, we end the Bhāvārtha session for the 7th verse. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः प्रतिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषा गोब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि।